welcome to SoC NZ! We are here in the training zone for the Getter Squadron. You can see here we follow them and they are all around us ready to connect each other. Here are the three Getter. Transform on Getter 1! Beautiful! Change Getter, perfect maneuver. Now back on Getter machine, direction to Sao Tome's laboratory. Here back in studio after the reportage from Rumataka, also the same area where we find the Getter base in Wanamata, close to Wellington, New Zealand. Let's have a look at the photo here. Let's put a full screen. Beautiful base. Congratulations to Ken Ishikawa. The Getter team is training harder to test the new Gx74 DC Dynamic Classic released in 2017. Here it is. Fantastic. Take directly from 1975 Toei animation film The Great Maddingers vs. Getter Robot. Also this available on Blu-ray. Beautiful. Let's start the episode with a Let's change Getter! Switch on! Roll the video!
Space Robot, Space Robot. Oggi lo sguardo un momento in alto lassù, nel fondo dove i tuoi occhi non vedono più. Pensa allo spazio infinito da dove verrà, ti vuol lanciare un attacco all'umanità.
Let's start with the box. Getter Robot, Getter 1 DC Dynamic Classic. Here at the top we have a 20th anniversary of Soul Chogokin. This robot was released in 2017. In the center we have stickers indicate there is a first edition and contain a bonus items. Here on the bottom we have a logo Getter Robot TV series and not the Toei's movie. Sides, nice image of Getter Robot. Let's turn the box and we have a Getter Robot with a different pose and all items. Let's open the box and we can find the robot, the display, 2 tomahawks, 1 underpants, 3 full burn for the Getter machine for the display and the 2 stand-up. Here we have a display for the Getter machine, 3 Getter machines and the Getter wing. Let's move to the booklets. All color, it is not the big booklets, are just 3 pages. Inside you can find information about the Getter Robot, of course, and some study for this model, and in the back the blueprint for the Getter machine. Let's move to instruction. Like all instructions of Dynamic Classic are in black and white and contain all info for your model. There is an extra brochure here. At the time when this model came out, after insert the code on a Bandai website, you will get 3 hangars for free. Yeah, Bandai gives something for free. Wow. Here we go with the display. Gx74 Dynamic Classic. And of course, it is a classic DC display. And you can open it. And what we can find inside? We have a second face, 2 top parts for the robot, one smaller than other, 4 ends in different pose. And here we have a bonus item, an extra end for shake the end of the Great Maddinger DC. Of course, outside these things are removable and you can attach the display of the Getter machine. Here you can put the robot or the Getter machine in a different configuration. Here the Getter machine! We have the GX06 in the bottom and in the top the Gx74 DC. Let's have a look at the difference of the color. La Bear, the yellow, it is more brilliant compared to the 06 Also, the missile color is different. GX74 are white, 06 are chrome. And the cockpit glass is more brilliant compared to 06. The Eagle, the color is very similar, but GX74 it is a little bit brighter. The bigger difference it is the cockpit. On GX74 is bigger and the glass brighter. Jaguars, the most difference is the color. 06 is white and the GX74 is a grey blue. Also, the cockpit size is bigger on the GX74. On GX06 we have a display like a truck, and the GX74 we have a static platform. The other difference is the GX06 is half metal and half plastic. On the GX74 are all in plastic and they are very light. On size, the GX74 are a little bit bigger. There is a more detail on the front of the Eagle. The Jaguar is very similar. The engine are more detailed on GX74. On GX06 we have a screw for connect the metal to the plastic. Here the Bear GX06, the front of the Bear has more detail compared to GX74 this time. Also here we have the screw for put together plastic and metal. Here are the robots! Woo! We compare the GX74 with our GX06 basic. We can see the basic difference. Height GX74 is taller than GX06. The white color on 06 now on 74 is a blue-gray. The other big difference is the head of the robot. Look how smaller the corners in the head compared to 06, and I think is more proportional to the body. The red line is more roundy compared to GX74, they are more straight. Side, the GX74 is more slim. On the back, the circle is gone now. Let's remove the wings. On GX06 we need to remove top of the robot, and also we can use the bottom for the getter beam. In the GX74 you don't remove anymore the top part, but also we don't have anymore the bottom for getter beam. Getter beam! Let's have a look better GX74. Getter 1, and don't have anymore the bottom of the beam in the back, but we need to turn the getter beam in this way. I don't like it. We can remove the front of the robot to place with the second one smaller, to allow more visibility to the beam. This robot is more articulated and easy to move compared to 06. We have the same metal structure of the classic DC. We can replace different underwear for put your robot in a better dynamic pose, like Mazinger Z DC. Of course, we can replace the end. We have the classic plastic connection. To remove the tomahawk, you need to remove the bottom part. Remove the tomahawk from the hand and put back the bottom part. Otherwise, not get in. Let's change the face to our Getter robot. Very similar face, different expression. Here are the extra items for Shea Grape Mazinger hand. Here are the price for this GX74 Getter 1 DC Dynamic Classic, and we have this legendary handshake between Great Mazinger and Getter Robo. This robot you can find it for 9,000 yen or 120 New Zealand dollars. I would say around 80 euro. It's a discount price because Bandai didn't sell it a lot of this Getter Robo. The robot is not bad, but could be better, especially for the Getter Beam. I prefer the button from GX06. More fun to call a Getter Beam! That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you always here at the Soul of Chogokin and there!